Hello, fellow classmates, and you lovely reading teacher. If you probably are watching this, then you probably already seen my poster presentation, which I do hope that you guys did enjoy. I spent some very well time and effort on that, and I probably worded that sentence incorrectly, but this is reading, not well, maybe it is grammar class. By the way, this is a question: are we doing any grammar this year? Because if not, then I probably should work on it. But anyway, so today in this video we are going to be discussing the summary and sort of the plot of A Sound of Thunder. And if you can see, I brought home a copy of the book that we read, and so we're basically going to summarize what it's about, and I'll summarize it and then I'll get more into detail about it. So basically there's this main character, Eccles, that wants to travel back in time to kill or to hunt dinosaurs, and in order for him to do that, he has to go to Time Safari Inc. and get a tour guide. The tour guide that he gets three tour guides, I can't remember exactly. One of them's name is Kramer, and one of them's Billing, and then one of them is Travis. So yeah, three tour guides and two people that actually go back and hunt. I don't remember the guy's name that goes back and hunt. I might look for it, I might not, but anyway, so he meets up with those guys, and so they basically send him back in time, and he's only supposed to shoot the dinosaurs that have the red like paint on them. So yeah. So then he goes back, and sorry, I had a mishap breath right there. But so he goes back in time, and he runs into a dinosaur. But the dinosaur is too big and scary for him, like. And yeah, he runs and he messes up the timeline because he runs off the path and steps on a butterfly because Travis tells him and the other group to go back to the time machine, and while he's going back to the time machine, he steps on the butterfly and ruins time. But then as they get back home, they then realize that things have changed. The same man behind the same desk wasn't actually the same man behind the same desk. The president was different. There was no longer Keith in office. There was Deutscher, and or there is Deutscher because we're in present day right now, and the sign on the wall has changed. So let me see if I can find the sign when you get to the beginning of the story to the end. Well, I don't know. This is gonna take me a while. Probably not. Let's see all these. Yep. Okay, whatever. There, you don't have a beginning and an after sign. But anyway, so this is. I didn't actually bring the sheet home because I had to turn it in last week. So this is the somebody wanted, but so then finally. I'll summarize today a project that I did about 2 weeks ago in reading class. So basically, somebody, the protagonist being Eccles, he wanted to go back in time to hunt dinos or dinosaurs. But he realized that the dinosaurs were too big and ferocious, and well, then he decided to run away like a coward. But he did end up killing it because as he was running, he was shooting, and he finally did shoot it, so he didn't end up dying. So after they are scared and they're like, don't panic, Travis tells them to run back to the time machine. But then in doing so, Eccles steps on a butterfly. I know it's sad because he's not supposed to step out the path, but he does anyway. And he steps on a butterfly, and then they arrive home and things have changed. But before they arrive home, they go through a bunch of different times. They shower up, they wash up, and everything before they actually go home. And this story takes place in the past, in Time Safari Inc., and in 2055. So those are the days that this story takes place in, mainly in the past though. And so yeah, the present day is 2005, 2055, yeah. And so finally, when they arrive home, let me read you this last paragraph, okay? Or last few paragraphs. So, let me find the last page here. And on this last page, it clearly says, The man behind the desk laughed. Let me just read this whole last page. Eccles felt himself fall into a chair. He fumbled crazily at the thick slime on his boots. He held up a clod of dirt, trembling. No, it can't be. Not a little thing like that. No. Embedded in the mud, glistening green and gold and black, was a butterfly, very beautiful and very dead. Not a little thing like that. Not a butterfly, cried Eccles. It fell on the floor at quite exuit. God dang it! I'm sorry for my mispronunciation. I'm having trouble right now speaking. My mouth is a bit dry, but execuate thing. A small thing like that could upset balances and knock down a line of small dominoes, and then big dominoes, and then gigantic dominoes, all down the year across time. Eccles' mind whirled. It couldn't change things. Killing one butterfly couldn't be that important, could it? His face was cold. His mouth trembled, asking, Who won the presidential election yesterday? The man behind the desk laughed. You joking? You know very well. Deutscher, of course. Who else? Not that fool weakling Keith. We got an Iron Man now. A man with guts. The official stopped. What's wrong? Eccles moaned. He dropped to his knees. He scrabbled at the golden butterfly with shaking fingers. Can't we? He pleaded. To the world, to himself, to the officials, to the machine. Can't we take it back? Can't we make it alive again? Can't we start over? Can't we? He did not move, eyes shut. He waited, shivering. He heard Travis breathe loud in his room. He heard Travis shift his rifle, click. He heard Travis shift his rifle, click the safety catch, and raise the weapon. There was a sound of thunder. Kaboom! Okay, anyway, so that story, I think Eccles did end up dying. But it's just, there are a lot of assumptions of that. And so that's finally what happened, and so that's kind of like the storyline, but there is a plot, and in the plot, yeah, I already said the plot, they go back in time, and it kind of takes place in Time Safari Inc., but anyway, with that, I am very sorry that this presentation is late, and Miss Stark, please forgive me. I'm trying to make it up with 2 presentations. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. This is the rough draft of my poster, if you want to see that. Since you already saw my last poster. But, anyway, I do hope that you guys did enjoy. If you do like to watch me talk, go check out my YouTube channel. That will be linked down in the description down below. And on that note, I will end it here. I hope that you guys have enjoyed once I said. And, yeah, goodbye.